All right, 40 prayers or blessings in 40 days. I'm back. Um, Very interesting meeting I had today, and it's some phone calls that I've had recently, which leads me to ask everyone to please join me in praying for those with anxiety. And I don't mean the anxiety that we all feel, because we all feel anxiety, we all get anxious, but that for the people who have debilitating anxiety, the people who the simplest of tasks or confrontations or moments of anxiousness can stop them in their tracks, inhibit them from doing things um, that many other people could just do. But for whatever reason, the anxiety overtakes them or creates a fear or creates a tension that is debilitating. Um, I can recall some of my earliest anxiety, and I'll say I was a teenager. And the story is not really relevant, but my point is that when I was about 14 years old, my dad gave me a task, and he was in charge of the Squires of the Knights of Columbus, and I was the first year I was eligible. I was 13 years old, and it needed volunteers to do some task. Nobody volunteered, so he pointed to me and said, "You're it. You're doing this." And I remember that anxiety and the tension. And first of all, everybody's older than me, and this is a major task that I have to take on. Um, at the time, it really was quite overwhelming, and I asked for help with one of my friends, and ironically did not get it. So I ended up having to do this all by myself. But I did it. It was accomplished. The task was accomplished. Um, and I don't mind sharing. It was a Christmas party for um, people with cerebral palsy. And I had really never been with people who were handicapped before. I'd never had handle a party. I didn't know anything about this. But at 13 years old, I was given this task and accomplished it. And I remember from that point forward, any kind of task I was given from anything, and I'd volunteer for things or start a business as an adult, anything. While it made me anxious, I just did it. And I knew that I would be uncomfortable. I knew I would be doing something complicated or difficult or way out of my comfort zone, but I just did it. So for me as an adult, to see people with anxiety that debilitates them is very foreign. I don't understand. Just do it. It hurts. It's different. It's hard. It's complicated. It's fear ridden, but you just do it. But I've seen it really stop people from progressing in their life, and I feel bad because it's not something I have usually. Usually it doesn't stop me. So think about the people you know who have anxiety that goes past the typical anxiety, that stops them from doing something, that stops them from feeling good, that stops them from progressing in their daily life or progressing in the progress of growing. I don't know. But think about the anxious. Think about your own anxieties and how easily you do or don't deal with them. And then if you don't mind, join me in a prayer for those with debilitating anxiety.